crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers December 10th, 2024 edition. Number one hit and more. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers December 10th, 2024 edition. Number one hit and more. YouTube Music Charts. Global Top Songs November 29th to December 5th, 2024. Appétit. Rosé et Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Aede Kiraat. Madhubanti Bagchi. Divya. Peelings. Kundakuri Shankar Babu and Lakshmi Dasa. Tu Boda. Oscar Maidoni Fuerza Regida. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, November 29th to Thursday, December 5th, 2024. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Appétit. Rosé. Bruno Mars. Birds of a Feather. Billie Eilish. All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. Last Christmas Swam. From the Netflix Global Top 10 Most Viewed Films in English. Our Little Secret. Spellbound. The Merry Gentleman. Madagascar. Escape to Africa. Most Viewed Films, non-English. Tmax. Lucky Bhaskar. The Snow Sister. Sikanda Kamusadar. The Lost Children. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from December 9th, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Stardew Valley. Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Overcooked. All You Can Eat. My Sims. Cozy Bundle. Steam's Hottest Games. Global Top Selling and Top Played Games across Steam. From the Top 100 Products by Revenue list for Tuesday, November 26th, 2024 to Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Cyberpunk 2077. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. CISA's Cybersecurity Alerts and Advisories. CISA and partners release joint guidance on PRC-affiliated threat actor compromising networks of global telecommunications providers. CISA releases new public version of CDM data model document. ASD's ACSC, CISA, and U.S. and international partners release guidance on choosing secure and verifiable technologies. One more drop in the AI ocean. Shaker Labs' AW Portraits In. AW Portraits In is based on the Flux.1 dev. It is trained on images that is more in line with the appearance and aesthetics of Chinese people. It includes many types of portraits, such as indoor and outdoor portraits, fashion, and studio photos. It has strong generalization. Compared with the original version, AW Portraits In is more delicate and realistic in skin quality. In order to pursue a more realistic raw image effect, it can be used with the AW Portrait SR workflow. OpenAI's video generation model is rolling out at Sora.com. Researchers use AI to turn sound recordings into accurate street images. Bloomberg comments as secret to AI profitability is hiring a lot more doctorates. Microsoft AI chief Mustafa Suleyman says conversational AI is the next web browser. Reddit tests a conversational AI search tool. Two families sue Character.ai over youth safety concerns, seek to shut down platform, and lawsuit claims. A Character.ai chatbot hinted a kid should murder his parents over screen time limits. Cloudflare announces global internet traffic grew 17.2% in 2024. World's first Apple Pay alternative for iPhone launches in Norway. Chinese regulators are investigating NVIDIA for potential antitrust violations. Rockstar Games announces Grand Theft Auto 6, coming 2025. Epic Games forced to pay hundreds of thousands of Fortnite players $100, as FTC sends refund payments to consumers impacted by Epic Games' unlawful billing practices. Taylor Swift brings curtain down on record-breaking $2 billion Eras Tour. Most thrilling chapter of my life. Covert Facebook network found targeting Romanian voters. Brussels probes Google and Meta's secret ads deal to target teens. Malaysian lawmakers approve bill to broaden internet control. Advertising revenues set to hit $1 trillion in market dominated by technology companies. Ad giant Omnicom takes aim at big tech, AI era with $13 billion interpublic deal. California to consider requiring mental health warnings on social media sites. Moths make reproductive choices based on sounds emitted by plants, claims a new study, as plants emit ultrasonic popping sounds when stressed. COP16 report warns over 75% of global land permanently drier. Biden-Harris administration announces latest actions under nation's chemical safety law to protect people from cancer-causing chemicals trichloroethylene and perchloroethylene. China builds huge, underground, transparent sphere to trap ghost particles. CERN's Alice finds first-ever evidence of the antimatter partner of hyperhelium 4. Google gets an error-corrected quantum bit to be stable for an hour. Austria prepares to deport Syrian migrants after Assad regime falls, as European countries put Syrian asylum bids on hold after Assad's fall. In the U.S., criminal charges unsealed against two former high-ranking Syrian government intelligence officials for war crimes against Americans and other civilians. Some 250 Israeli strikes hit Syrian military targets after fall of Assad, announced by reports. An Israeli incursion into Syria reaches 25 kilometers southwest of Damascus, security sources say. Luigi Mangione, person of interest in fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, caught with manifesto, ghost gun, and fake ID at McDonald's, and CEO shooting person of interest ripped insurance industry in manifesto, claimed by reports. Luigi Mangione suffered chronic back pain. Friends say he fell out of touch earlier this year. United Healthcare CEO was likely killed with a ghost gun that can be made at home. South Korea bars president from traveling abroad. Israel's Netanyahu is set to take the stand in long-running corruption trial. Colombian mercenaries fighting in Sudan with alleged UAE links. Rare Roman coin featuring Brutus sold at Geneva auction for almost €2 million. Trump uses photo of himself with First Lady Jill Biden to announce new fragrance line. Wealthy baby boomers will make heirs wait, Schwab survey says. Giant study links drinking coffee with almost 2 extra years of life. Mercedes claims new solar paint could eliminate daily EV charging. Trudeau says Canada will respond if Trump imposes tariffs. Elon Musk warns Republicans against standing in Trump's way, or his. Polarization is Merriam-Webster's 2024 word of the year. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers December 9th, 2024 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube Music Charts. Global Top Songs November 29th to December 5th, 2024. Appetit. Rosé et Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Aede Kiraat. Mathubanti Bagchi. Divya. Peelings. Kundakuri Shankar Babu and Lakshmi Dasa. Tu boda. Oscar Maidoni Fuerza Regida. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, November 29th to Thursday, December 5th, 2024. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Appetit. Rosé, Bruno Mars. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. Last Christmas Swam. From the Netflix Global Top 10 Most Viewed Films in English. Our Little Secret. Spellbound. The Merry Gentleman. Madagascar. Escape to Africa. Most Viewed Films, non-English. Tmax. Lucky Bhaskar. The Snow Sister. Sikandar Ka Musaddar. The Lost Children. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from December 9th, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Stardew Valley. Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Overcooked. All You Can Eat. My Sims. Cozy Bundle. Steam's hottest games. Global top selling and top played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, November 26th, 2024 to Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Cyberpunk 2077. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA and partners release joint guidance on PRC-affiliated threat actor compromising networks of global telecommunications providers. CISA releases new public version of CDM data model document. ASD's ACSC, CISA, and U.S. and international partners release guidance on choosing secure and verifiable technologies. One more drop in the AI ocean. Shaker Labs' AW Portraitin. AW Portraitin is based on the Flux.1 dev. It is trained on images that is more in line with the appearance and aesthetics of Chinese people. It includes many types of portraits, such as indoor and outdoor portraits, fashion, and studio photos. It has strong generalization. Compared with the original version, AW Portraitin is more delicate and realistic in skin quality. In order to pursue a more realistic raw image effect, it can be used with the AW Portrait SR workflow. Syria's Assad is in Moscow after deal on military bases, says Russian state media. Netanyahu declares collapse of 1974 agreement. Orders Israeli army to control Golan buffer zone. EU welcomes collapse of Assad regime in Syria. In Iran, central bank approves regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies. In Brazil, financial market no longer believes in interest rates below 10% per year under Lula's government. OECD cuts 2025 forecast for German economy. Apple, Sony discuss teaming up on gaming controllers for Vision Pro. EA announces it will patent 23 accessibility technologies that will be available to developers royalty-free to reduce or eliminate as many barriers to access as possible and empower our gamers. U.S. TikTok content creators warn followers to find them on Instagram, YouTube. The Rolling Stones unveil anniversary vinyl reissue of Hackney Diamonds. Moana 2 hits $600 million at global box office. Lord of the Rings. War of the Rohirrim fizzles overseas with $2 million debut. Reagan-inspired musical canceled in Sydney after breakdancer Rachel Gunn complained. Brits could get free electricity if they live near new pylons. Acute vigorous exercise decreases subsequent non-exercise physical activity and body temperature linked to weight gain. Chinese scientists have no choice but to leave U.S., top mathematician says. U.S. government says Cisco gear often targeted in China's Salt Typhoon attacks on 8 telecommunications providers, issues Cisco specific advice to patch networks to fend off attacks. Russian former ASML employee indicted for stealing critical trade secrets, currently in custody and faces 20 years Netherlands entry ban. Romania's election results annulled after systems saw over 85,000 cyberattacks. Bloomberg reports that a $105 trillion inheritance windfall is on the way for U.S. heirs. As big tech profit growth slows, investors hunt for a new thing. Apple sued for failing to curtail child sexual abuse material on iCloud. Nobel Prize winners far more likely to come from wealthy families, highlighting inequality in the sciences. In the UK, college enrollment is falling at a concerning rate, new data reveals. Cannabis leaves molecular marks on DNA linked to psychosis. Godfather of AI and Nobel recipient Geoffrey Hinton wishes he'd thought about safety earlier. Reportedly, OpenAI's new ChatGPT o1 model will try to escape if it thinks it'll be shut down, then lies about it. China develops new iron-making method that boosts productivity by 3,600 times. Stevie Wonder demoed the Apple Vision Pro, according to CEO Tim Cook. It's always great to get feedback from Stevie. In Brazil, without natural predators, capybaras multiply, destroy crops, and become a headache in Serra. In Italy, an astrologer at the Ministry of Health to talk about the fight against cancer. United Healthcare CEO may have hired his own killer, says former police commander. A year before CEO shooting, lawsuit alleged UHC used AI to deny coverage. Jay-Z denies allegations he sexually assaulted a 13-year-old in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. Compromised Ultralytics PI package delivers crypto coin miner. Japan is spending $2 million on AI to squash anime piracy, as Japanese to harness AI to fight trillion-dollar manga and anime piracy problem. U.S.-China tech war fuels Asia boom towns built on AI chips. AI to lift cloud investment to $460 billion in 2025, more than Apollo program. 43,000 Ukrainian troops dead, 370,000 injured since 2022, as announced by Zelensky. SpaceX to provide Ukraine with wider access to militarized version of Starlink at Pentagon's request, Bloomberg reports. Trump calls on China to help broker Ukraine peace. In Syria regime collapse comments. 66% businesses in India paid bribes to government officials in last 12 months, claims survey. In Argentina, the government estimated that 1.8 million Argentines have left the country since 2013. UK should pay whistleblowers to cut financial crime, says think tank. Trump says Liz Cheney and other January 6 committee members should be jailed as he reveals Day 1 plans. As Trump aims to end birthright citizenship, says American citizens with family here illegally may be deported, and Donald Trump promises to pardon January 6th rioters on Day 1. Bloomberg comments as Harris should aim for California in 2026, not the White House in 2028. Trump suggests Kennedy will examine debunked link between vaccines and autism. Records seized by Israel show Hamas presence in UN schools. An advisor to the Prime Minister of Qatar confirmed to TASS that Doha has resumed mediation between Israel and Hamas on the Gaza Strip. Amnesty Israel confirms there is no genocide in Gaza, rejecting claims by Amnesty International. Study suggests around 40% of postmenopausal hormone-positive breast cancers are linked to excess body fat. Slowing of movements and healthy aging as a rational economic response to an elevated effort landscape. A therapeutic small molecule enhances gamma oscillations and improves cognition/memory in Alzheimer's disease model mice. Sensory stimulation enhances the capacity of human visual working memory, study finds. UN declares December 21st as World Meditation Day, India among co-sponsors. Parent-child relationship quality predicts higher subjective well-being in adulthood across a diverse group of countries. Research indicates high-fiber diet may slow blood cancer progression. AI is detecting more breast cancer cases, study suggests. For healthy adults, taking multivitamins daily is not associated with a lower risk of early death. Microplastics found in every semen sample tested by research team. Fossil collection found in Neanderthal cave suggests abstract thinking. Embryonic origin of 2 ASD subtypes of social symptom severity suggests the larger the brain cortical organoid size, the more severe the social symptoms. Early vocabulary size is genetically linked to ADHD, literacy, and cognition. Scientists decode key mutation in many cancers, pointing to expanded role of RNA in human gene expression. Plastic chemical phthalate causes DNA breakage and chromosome defects in sex cells, new study finds. Brain region that controls eye movements found to also play an important role in higher cognitive functions. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers December 8th, 2024 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs November 22nd to November 28th, 2024. Apiti, Rosé et Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Ayede Kiraat, Mathubanti Bagchi, Divya. Tu Boda, Oscar Maidoni Fuerza Regida. Kisik, Sublashini. Si antes te hubiera conocido. Karol G. Minale. Aricharan Iswetamoan. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, November 22nd to Thursday, November 28th, 2024. Apiti, Rosé, Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Luther with SZA, Kendrick Lamar, SZA. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar. That's So True, Gracie Abrams. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most viewed films in English. The Merry Gentleman, Hot Frosty, Spellbound, Minions, The Rise of Gru. Most viewed films, non-English. Tmax, The Lost Children, Let Go, Devara. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most watched TV in English. A Man on the Inside, Season 1. Arcane, Season 2. Cobra Kai, Season 6. Most viewed TV, non-English. The Cage, Season 1. Sisters Feud, Season 1. The Empress, Season 2. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from December 2nd, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. My Sims, Cozy Bundle. Stardew Valley. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Steam's hottest games. Global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, November 12th, 2024 to Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. Farming Simulator 25. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA releases 6 industrial control systems advisories. CISA adds 1 known exploited vulnerability to catalog. 1 more drop in the AI ocean. NVIDIA's Himba 1.5b. Instruct is a 1.5b parameter model fine-tuned from Himba 1.5b, based using a combination of open-source instruction datasets and internally collected synthetic datasets. This model is fine-tuned with supervised fine-tuning and direct preference optimization. Himba 1.5b. Instruct is capable of many complex and important tasks like math reasoning, function calling, and role-playing. Uber set to pilot its buses in Hyderabad, Mumbai soon. Pew announces that 1 in 10 Americans rarely or never drive a car. In the EU, number of air passengers up almost a quarter in 2023. Apple explores Max headsets with built-in cellular data. Jeff Bezos says he's putting a lot of time in at Amazon to help it become an AI winner. Nigeria begins malaria vaccine rollout. Wuhan lab samples hold no close relatives to virus behind COVID. Several drugs, including fentanyl, found in bottlenose dolphins in Gulf of Mexico, scientists say. Netflix ordered to pay $385,000 to woman outed in documentary as secret child of fertility doctor. Mariah Carey blames bad lighting in Spotify Christmas video claiming to be AI-generated. Moderators across social media struggle to contain celebrations of United Healthcare CEO's assassination. In the U.S., NRF and Happy Returns report claims 2024 retail returns to total $890 billion. Hong Kong retains status as world's busiest air cargo hub. Reportedly, luxury brands face a retail labor crisis as 51% of employees plan to leave their jobs. Saudi Arabia plans to allow tougher nuclear oversight by IAEA this year. Miniature black holes could be hollowing out planets and zipping through our bodies, new study claims, as microscopic black holes may be flying through our solar system. Reuters reports that BP seeks buyers for U.S. natural gas pipeline system stake, sources say. In the U.S., FDA may finally ban artificial red dye from beverages, candy, and other foods. Falls linked to increased risk of dementia in older adults. UN announces that $1.4 billion needed for sexual and reproductive health services in crisis-hit countries. Iran launches military satellite, sending nation's largest ever payload to orbit, claimed in reports. NASA working to get private space stations up and running before ISS retires in 2030. China deploys fruit flies in space station. Syrian rebels topple President Assad. Prime Minister calls for free elections. Russia advises citizens to leave Syria. SDF wants to dialogue with HTS and Turkey. Assad regime ends. Dictator's plane disappears from radar after leaving Damascus. Trump says that U.S. should not get involved in conflict in Syria. In the Great Rift, Africa's splitting plates could give birth to a new ocean, but with consequences. Saving old and wise animals vital for species survival, say scientists. FT comments as mainstream memecoins signal changing markets. Google sues after Consumer Financial Protection Bureau orders supervision of its payment arm. Turkey ranks 3rd globally in cryptocurrency ownership, claimed in a report. Brazil extends Nike kit deal to 2038 and it's worth $100 million per year, AP source says. Stolen ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz are auctioned for $28 million. Olivia Wilde says movie-loving girls are told to be actresses while boys are told to be directors. Meta rolls out MetaMate AI tool for employees, aims to create world's best enterprise assistant. AI's growth is just getting started, BlackRock's thematic ETF head says. A lollipop interface has been developed for simulating taste in virtual environments. U.S. House to vote to provide $3 billion to remove Chinese telecoms equipment. And U.S. alleges China hack calls of very senior political figures, official says. Biden administration announces nearly $1 billion aid package for Ukraine as Trump meets with Zelensky. In Taiwan, for indicted on suspicion of spying for China while serving in military. Trump's new cryptos are called OpenAI, a piranha for profit company. Reportedly, Sam Altman challenges Elon Musk not to engage in corruption. Recently, Elon Musk is ratcheting up his attacks on his old partner Sam Altman, calling him Swindly Sam and OpenAI a market-paralyzing gorgon. OpenAI employee says they've already achieved AGI. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers December 7th, 2024 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs November 22nd to November 28th, 2024. Appétit. Rosé, Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. AJ Key Rad. Mati Beni Bagchi Divya. Tu Boda. Oscar Maidoni Fuerza Regida. Kissick, Sublashini. Si antes te hubiera conocido. Karol G. Minnale. Aricharanis Wetamoan. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, November 22nd to Thursday, November 28th, 2024. Appétit. Rosé, Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Luther with SZA. Kendrick Lamar, SZA. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar. That's So True, Gracie Abrams. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most viewed films in English. The Merry Gentleman. Hot Frosty. Spellbound. Minions. The Rise of Gru. Most viewed films, non-English. Tmax. The Lost Children. Let Go. Devara. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most watched TV in English. A Man on the Inside, Season 1. Arcane, Season 2. Cobra Kai, Season 6. Most viewed TV, non-English. The Cage, Season 1. Sisters Feud, Season 1. The Empress, Season 2. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from December 2nd, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. My Sims, Cozy Bundle. Stardew Valley. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Steam's hottest games. Global top selling and top played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, November 12th, 2024 to Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. Farming Simulator 25. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA releases 6 industrial control systems advisories. CISA adds 1 known exploited vulnerability to catalog. 1 more drop in the AI ocean. NVIDIA's Himba 1.5b. Instruct is a 1.5b parameter model fine-tuned from Himba 1.5b, based using a combination of open-source instruction datasets and internally collected synthetic datasets. This model is fine-tuned with supervised fine-tuning and direct preference optimization. Himba 1.5b. Instruct is capable of many complex and important tasks like math reasoning, function calling, and role-playing. X's Grok AI chatbot is now available to all users. OpenAI seeks to unlock investment by ditching AGI clause with Microsoft. Meta's AI chatbot nears 600 million monthly users, Zuckerberg says. Trading platform eToro taps Goldman Sachs as it plans U.S. IPO. U.S. regulator told banks to avoid crypto, letters obtained by Coinbase reveal. Feds using banks to surveil Americans' financial data without warrants, House Judiciary says. Romanian court cancels presidential election amid Russian influence fears. Putin's pals say Tucker Carlson is acting as a secret backchannel to Trump and Russia ready to use any means to prevent defeat in Ukraine, said Lavrov. Hungary's intelligence agency spied on visiting European Union officials, claimed in a report. Uber and WeRide launch robotaxi service in Abu Dhabi. Google sues Consumer Financial Protection Bureau after agency puts it under federal supervision. FBI warns Android and iPhone users to stop texting each other. LA Times owner plans to add AI-powered bias meter on news stories, sparking newsroom backlash. Scientists teach AI to recreate human personality after a 2-hour interview, as AI simulations of 1,000 people accurately replicate their behavior. Reportedly, AI found a new way to create quantum entanglement. Musk gave $20 million to PAC that used late Justice RBG to defend Trump on abortion. Pope creates 21 cardinals, many of them reformers in their own right, to carry out his reform plans. Many targeted for removal by Trump can't be deported, ICE data shows. Goldman Sachs quits Global Climate Coalition for banks. Ship strikes now leading cause of whale deaths, University of Washington study finds. UN plastics treaty talks collapse following divisions over production caps. Von der Leyen clinches EU-Mercosur trade deal in face of French opposition. Following U.S. sanctions, Putin lifts requirement for Gazprom Bank to handle all payments for Russian gas, as Putin changes ruble rules to keep Russian gas flowing to EU, and Putin cancels option for rubles conversion at Gazprom Bank in Russian gas payments. In Hong Kong, monetary authority takes disciplinary action against China CITIC Bank International Limited for contraventions of anti-money laundering and counter-terrorist financing ordinance. In the U.S., appeals court upholds law ordering China-based ByteDance to sell TikTok or face U.S. ban. The EU makes an urgent TikTok inquiry on Russia's role in Romanian election turmoil. Thailand taps NVIDIA to build its sovereign AI. Gallup announces that view of U.S. healthcare quality declines to 24-year low. CDC announces detection of illegally manufactured fentanyls and carfentanil in drug overdose deaths in the United States, as approximately 70% of U.S. overdose deaths in 2023 were estimated to involve illegally manufactured fentanyls, IMFs. Reports indicate reemergence of carfentanil, a fentanyl analog. Dietary fructose enhances tumor growth indirectly via interorgan lipid transfer. Europe's Proba-3 mission will create an artificial eclipse to study sun's corona. Astronomers detect the first astrosphere around a sun-like star. Clone Robotics announces android with muscular, skeletal, nervous, and vascular systems running on water jets. 5 years later, PUBG creator PlayerUnknown finally reveals his massive open-world survival game projects, aiming for realistic worlds thousands of kilometers wide across 3 games. NBA will return to China with 2 preseason games, 5 years after Daryl Morey Hong Kong firestorm. 5 years ago, NBA executive's Hong Kong tweet starts firestorm in China, and ensued Hong Kong tweeting NBA Houston Rockets executive Daryl Morey steps down. Tencent reportedly wants a greater say over Ubisoft as investment discussions continue, and Ubisoft shares surged 31% as Tencent and Guillemot family reportedly mull buyout. BBC ends financial data feeds to save money. Max expands TCM Hub with hundreds of classic titles in major new curatorial investment. Joseph Gordon-Levitt directing AI thriller for Rian Johnson's T Street, and Hathaway to star. Israeli president calls Elon Musk to revive Gaza hostage talks. Reportedly, the White House gave Israel coordinates to save an American's family. Then Israel bombed them again. Lebanon closes all but main Syrian border after Israeli airstrike. NATO to develop drone fleet to safeguard Baltic and Mediterranean underwater infrastructure. Putin signs agreement offering Russia's security guarantees to ally Belarus. And Putin says new Orshnik hypersonic missile could be deployed in Belarus. Plan to refreeze Arctic sea ice shows promise in first tests. New Zealander wins Spanish-language Scrabble comp without speaking language. 80 works confiscated from organized crime on display at the Royal Palace in Milan. South Korean president says he won't seek to impose martial law again. Truly sorry for anxiety. New York Times reports that Iran begins to evacuate military officials and personnel from Syria. Assad remains in Syria, urged to govern in exile after fall of Hama, per report. Jordanian embassy in Washington, D.C., says no Jordanian officials advised Assad to leave Syria. The Telegraph comments as if Assad falls, Putin and the mullahs could be next. Reportedly, Assad's family flees to Russia. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Crawler's December 6th, 2024 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube Music Charts. Global Top Songs November 22nd to November 28th, 2024. Appétit. Rosé Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Aede Kiraat. Mathubanti Bachi. Divya. Tu boda. Oscar Maidoni Fuerza Regida. Kissick. Sublashini. Si antes te hubiera conocido. Karol G. Minnale. Arichara ni Sweta Moan. Birds of a Feather. Billie Eilish. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, November 22nd to Thursday, November 28th, 2024. Appétit. Rosé. Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga. Bruno Mars. Luther with SZA. Kendrick Lamar. SZA. Birds of a Feather. Billie Eilish. Squabble Up. Kendrick Lamar. That's So True. Gracie Abrams. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most viewed films in English. The Merry Gentleman. Hot Frosty. Spellbound. Minions. The Rise of Gru. Most viewed films, non-English. Tmax. The Lost Children. Let Go. Devara. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most watched TV in English. A Man on the Inside, Season 1. Arcane, Season 2. Cobra Kai, Season 6. Most viewed TV, non-English. The Cage, Season 1. Sisters Feud, Season 1. The Empress, Season 2. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from December 2nd, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. My Sims, Cozy Bundle. Stardew Valley. The Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. Steam's hottest games. Global top selling and top played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, November 12th, 2024 to Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. Farming Simulator 25. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA releases 6 industrial control systems advisories. CISA adds 1 known exploited vulnerability to catalog. 1 more drop in the AI ocean. NVIDIA's Himba 1.5b. Instruct is a 1.5b parameter model fine-tuned from Himba 1.5b, based using a combination of open-source instruction datasets and internally collected synthetic datasets. This model is fine-tuned with supervised fine-tuning and direct preference optimization. Himba 1.5b. Instruct is capable of many complex and important tasks like math reasoning, function calling, and role-playing. OpenAI launches full O1 model with image uploads and analysis. Debuts ChatGPT Pro. Copilot Vision, Microsoft's AI tool that can read your screen, launches in preview. China cuts fighter pilot training by 1 year, on track for full overhaul by early 2030s. Waymo to expand to Miami, aims to launch robotaxi service there in 2026. California will require fingerprint screening for Uber drivers to provide ride shares to minors. Consumer Reports survey finds electric vehicle reliability improving but lagging gas models. Reuters reports that TSMC in talks with NVIDIA for AI chip production in Arizona, sources say. Meta to invest $10 billion for Louisiana data center. OpenAI strikes content deal with Tom's Guide owner future. Crypto startups ousted as Ponzi schemes by U.S. are thriving in Dubai. McKinsey agrees to pay $122 million to settle South Africa bribery case. And former McKinsey Africa director admits bribing Eskom and Transnet officials as guilty plea is released. Legendary Medellin cartel drug lord released from U.S. prison after serving 25 years. Streaming site Twitch is embroiled in controversy over creators' content about its handling of Israel and Palestine as J.P. Morgan, AT&T pulled Twitch ads following anti-Semitism claims. Amazon's Prime Video is adding Apple TV Plus as a subscription add-on. TikTok partners with Nielsen to track cross-media ad campaign performance. Bahamas rejects Trump proposal to take in deported third-country migrants. Mexico president will ask Trump to deport non-Mexican migrants directly to their home countries, as incoming Trump administration plans to deport some migrants to countries other than their own. In the U.S., Census Bureau director says citizenship question in 2030 would dampen participation. 4 years ago, Trump signs memo to omit undocumented immigrants from census apportionment count. After Trump's win, some women are considering the 4B movement. The no sex, no dating, no marriage, no children. Interest grows in 4B movement to swear off men. Russia revokes rehabilitations of 4,000 Soviet-era victims of political repression, restoring their status as traitors to the motherland. Italian nun among 25 arrested in raid against Ndrangheta mafia. EU naval force claims Chinese fishing vessel under control of alleged pirates in Somali waters. James Cameron's Lightstorm Vision, Meta Inc. multi-year partnership for 3D entertainment. WWE to remain family-friendly in 2025's Netflix era. Pantone names Mocha Mousse 2025 Color of the Year. Satellite images show Iran's new drone carrier has set sail, leaving its home port for the first time. Israeli intelligence sees growing chance Assad's forces collapse in Syria. 48,000 Russian soldiers may be MIA in Ukraine, Putin's relative reveals. OPEC Plus delays oil output hike until April 2025, extends cuts into 2026. Decline of reflective low clouds may have contributed to recent record heat. Vanuatu urges World Court to recognize climate change harms, as Vanuatu's youth-led movement on climate change heads to the ICJ. Oldest known remnants of archery in Europe discovered in Spain's Bat Cave. The largest Stegosaurus fossil ever found just sold for $44.6 million at Sotheby's to billionaire Ken Griffin. What can glow in the dark for days using fungus that infects trees, researchers find. Pakistan's jailed former PM Imran Khan threatens civil disobedience movement. 1 day ago, Pakistan's Imran Khan indicted on charges of inciting attacks against military. Canada bans more types of firearms and proposes donating guns to Ukraine. Ukrainian group in U.S. opposes Starlink expansion due to Musk's Russia ties. The 38th Annual Conference on Neural Information Processing Systems, dubbed as Olympics of AI, to take place at Vancouver Convention Center between Tuesday, December 10th through Sunday, December 15th. Trump names Musk ally David Sachs, AI and crypto czar, to coordinate policy. Humanoid robots could create a $7 trillion market in the next 25 years, says Citi analysts. Elon Musk spent over $250 million to help elect Trump. Trump talks up his transition and election victory as he receives Fox Nation Award. New York Times comments as, Trump could take us to war with Iran, but he could also broker peace. China cutting e-commerce red tape to ease export of small packages, support flexible jobs. Chinese car makers turn to hybrids to avoid EV tariffs from the EU. China counters U.S. by proposing 20% price reduction on domestic products. Critics' Choice Awards nominations announced. FX's Shogun leads TV nominations. Kraftwerk celebrate 50 years of Autobahn, announced 2025 North American tour. Project K, as League of Legends card game revealed by Riot Games. LPGA, USGA new policy requires female at birth or pre-puberty change. In Switzerland, 16-year-old may change gender entry, as Swiss court rules teen can change gender entry without parents. Tokyo government gives workers 4-day workweek to boost fertility, family time. Feds are probing 764, the COM's use of cybercriminal tactics to carry out violent crimes. 65% of employees bypass cybersecurity policies, driven by hybrid work and flexible access. Apple stealth piracy app Trio, by a group whose combined age 215 years, face $18.5 million damages claim. Scientists developed the world's first carbon-14 diamond battery, offering a 5,000-year lifespan. The device uses radioactive decay to generate low power levels. NASA says moon mission is further delayed, but hopes to land astronauts before China. Research shows more than 150 million mental diagnoses may be linked to lead in gasoline. Major health insurance companies take down leadership pages following murder of United Healthcare CEO. Up to 1 in 5 households in Europe experience catastrophic